get there eventually. And the first game that will be streamed is the Cavan Champions versus Washington Rejected here, so should be a fun game, should be very even. Um, is, but, oh well.
What's it called? He said he had a lot of people lined up.
He says Owen and Daly, they won't do him.
This is not going to take it. Yeah. I don't you don't have to come. You can just run this for podcast.
We'll see where it goes. Get Owen on for. Yeah.
Cavan Champion.
Gotcha.
No Leafs was rejected from Cavan Champion.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
This is a big grudge match.
This makes sense. Okay, I shall bring up both of those things. Yeah, starting 5. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. The sun is shining down on us here in LANdalk for game 1 of LANdalk 2026. I'm Runatell, going to be taking you through this first game, and what a first game we have for you folks. We have the side of Cavan champions taking on Washed and Rejected. Now, some deep beef between these two teams. Washed and Rejected actually consist of players who have either been kicked from or rejected from the Cavan champions. So this is truly one of those games where we shall see if the leftovers are going to be able to take it in the end, or if the Cavan champions remain supreme. So far, looking at what we've got in terms of these bans, the first ban out is on that Winter Wyvern. This is a targeted ban, most likely against Truffle Snout, the Pause 5 player of Cavan Champs. Played a really good Winter Wyvern in the Irish Dota League last season. So very sensible to see that banned out. The next ban as well is the Dawnbreaker, very meta pick at the moment, as well as being one of Koi's specialties. Unsurprising, and equally unsurprising is the ban on the Nature's Prophet, which we've seen Seer playing a lot. Meanwhile, on Cavan Champs, we see the ban out on the Axe, which Jesse James has played in previous leagues, and Low Leaves has also played. And we also see the ban on the Disruptor, which I think is just more of a generic ban this game. Waiting on this next ban coming out from the side of Washed and Rejected, it's likely we see a ban out here potentially on a Holy Diver hero. They do like to pick that up in the first or second phase on the side of Cavan. Wouldn't be surprised to see something like a Puck ban coming out here, something that he tends to favor in these early stages. Alternatively, we could see a ban onto one of Koi's heroes, and no, we see the Seer Lifestealer being taken out of the pool here. Might be an indication of what they're planning to do in just a couple minutes. Hello.
Hello.
Excellent. Oh, cool.
If you want to.
Excellent. Oops. I just lost my screen. Excellent. My apologies. So, looking at these next picks coming out here, we've got our new fancy draft stream that I have been made for me by Malou. We have 2 minutes left on this next ban, cutting into some reserve time here as well. Disruptor ban looking pretty solid here, but nothing else to speak of as of now. On paper, folks, in case you're wondering, these two teams are incredibly well matched. They're probably the most well matched teams of the entire tournament. Ban me out here on the Hunka, which suggests to me that Cavan thinks that perhaps the 3 is going to be Jesse James. Now, I'm unsure. No Leaves has played 3 and 4 in the past. I think it makes sense for him to play 4 in this stack with Jesse going 3, in which case that ban on the Hunka makes a lot of sense. First pick coming out for the Cavan champions. We get the Hoodwink. If Truffle Snout can't get Wyvern, they play Hoodwink. That's pretty standard for the side of Cavan, so not a very surprising pickup here whatsoever. Waiting for the first pick next on Washed and Rejected. I wouldn't be surprised to see an Onyx hero being picked up here potentially, or failing that, one of No Leaves' Pause 4s. Some things that he has liked in the past. He's very fond of the Hoodwink himself, but instead he picks up the Snapfire. Imagine there's been No Leaves on the Snapfire. If not Jesse James, he's going into that 4 position. Snapfire, one of the best supports of the patch. Gives you really good early damage with that Tunnel Bore Q coming out of it. So not surprising in the least to see it picked up here. Looking at our pick rates and win rates for these two heroes, actually quite interesting. Only a 41% win rate on both Snapfire and on Hoodwink, or 43 on the Hoodwink, suggesting that despite these heroes being quite commonly picked in the Irish Dota League, neither of them have seen much success. So we're going to have to see if these teams are able to do so. Waiting on this next ban now coming out from the side of the Cavan Champs, about a minute and a half to go on that reserve time. So really eating into that spare time they have rather early. And yeah, we actually see Cavan themselves ban out the Puck this time. So with that Puck ban, it suggests we're going to see Holy Diver going for a Spirit hero, I would suggest. Perhaps something like a Storm Spirit could be quite useful here. Failing that, maybe a Void Spirit, an Ember Spirit, all heroes that he really likes to pick. I think on paper, the one that he's most comfortable with out of those 3 would be the Ember Spirit. And it is a hero that really does combo well with that Hoodwink. So with a Silencer ban as well, I think that's a strong indication we're getting a Spirit hero coming out here from Holy Diver and Cavan Champions. Washed and Rejected now thinking of their next bans. most likely going to start thinking through what they're going to be facing into in terms of that mid matchup. They could take out that Ember Spirit here. It would make a hell of a lot of sense. Or alternatively, if they think it's going to be last phase, they could use this to take out potentially one of Koi's Pause 3 heroes. I'm seeing the Underlord still in the pool. And no, they choose to kick out the Seer Sven. So Seer's hero pool being significantly reduced so far, but notably his Ursa, which I think is potentially his most successful hero, is still left in that pool. So I think Seer is definitely considering the Ursa for himself at this moment. So there are 10 seconds or so. Hello, Andy. Are we hopping on?
I am. Hello.
Excellent. I was talking to myself there for a long time.
Yeah.
So we're
Okay,
facing
there are
this.
people watching.
Excellent. I'm glad. Hello, people. So, Vengeful Spirit is the next pickup for the side of
my
Washington
girl, my
Rejected.
girl.
That's your baby.
Yeah.
Your fave. And I assume that's most likely going to be Onyx on the 5, right? On the
Probably,
bench.
yes. Yeah. Although, I disapprove of 5 Venge.
It should be a 1.
Yeah, no, it should be a 1 or 4. 1 or 4.
1 or 4.
Yeah.
It's one of the highest win rate heroes across all iterations of the Irish Dota League with a 58% win rate
Wow, that's
in
high.
the last few patches. I think it's one of those things that's often said that good drafts are good in pro games, but in non-pro games, easy to execute drafts are often favorable.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially for game 1 of a tournament like this, right? There's a lot of Dota to be played over the next few days. You want to be on comfort picks, things that you're happy to play, not too much stress.
Absolutely. And it is a hero that definitely is click one button, do big things, which is perhaps why you like it so much.
That's it, yeah. Hey,
next pickup from the
it's
side of
very easy to
Cabin.
fuck up.
Thank you very much. The next hero from the side of Cabin is the Bane. Now, to me, this is really, really leaning into what I was expecting from Cabin, which is I'm expecting to see a Spirit hero on Holy Diver. I'm expecting to see an Ursa on Seer. Either of those options don't like playing into the Bane, so very sensible pickup.
Yeah, there's also great combo potentials with the Hoodwink and the Bane, right? There's lots of setup potential for kills. Easy catch. So it's a good pick.
The
Sure.
Nightmare into the Assassin as well, quite
Yeah,
nice, that
yeah,
combo.
absolutely, yeah.
Easy to fuck up though, so we shall see how Jojo or Truffle does it. I assume that's Truffle on the Bane and Jojo on the
They've
Hoodwink.
been playing together for a long time. I think they'll be fine.
We'll have to wait and see.
Uh.
Waiting on this next pick now from Cavan Champion. It's going to be their first core pick, so going to reveal quite a lot here. I kind of like the idea of ripping the mid pick here if they can. And no, they take the Koi hero here. The Centaur Warrunner comes out.
Strong hero. I haven't read the patch notes. I don't know if it got nerfed or buffed in the last one.
Slight buff.
Slight buff. Okay, yeah. So high HP, obviously, low armor. So, but he can deal out some damage and he can tank a lot. So, we might want to see from Washington Rejected some kind of armor reducing heroes. They have the Venge already.
I think the Mars here would be really nice. You're playing
Mars,
into Centaur,
yes.
You want to counteract that stampeding team fights, you want something that takes advantage of minus armor. Mars does all of those things for you.
100% is
Also,
yeah.
Bane can't grip you when you're inside your blood sport.
Yeah.
Hoodwink has no ability to get out if he gets hit with the spear.
Yeah.
It's a really good Mars pick here. If they
I
decide to
like
go
it.
for
I really like it. Yeah. Yeah, what else has got the lockdown? Maybe like Sven is banned. Okay, I was going to say Sven, but yeah.
The Underlord
I
is
missed the
only
ban.
other
Sorry,
alternative
guys.
I'm considering that's still here.
Yeah.
The Underlord could do a fair bit with that minus armor from the Venge. Gives you significant amount of push that the Mars doesn't. But I think when you're placing into Centaur, it really is. It's almost always a good idea to have a Mars insofar as it completely counteracts that whole disengage that he does.
Yeah. And yeah, the hero's strong at the moment, so definitely on the cards. There's a lot of time being taken here by Washington Rejected. They're, I can see them over here to my left. They are deep in thought. Oh, hello. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
that suggests it's either a Venge or Snap Core.
Yes, could be a core Revenge. Could be a mid snap. I've been seeing a lot of that in my games. I don't know about you. You're just
Not
been
my
playing
practice
Deadlock
much.
for ages.
I haven't been
No,
playing
okay,
any,
yeah.
I've been playing non-stop Deadlock for the last 2 months. But Warlock, again, one of these heroes, really solid team fight. I actually like the Mars even more now.
Yes.
In terms of what the Warlock could
The
offer it.
combo is ridiculous, right? Yeah.
But
Big
even
circles.
just having the big link with the Snapfire ulti is always
Yes.
nice having fight.
Yeah. So what other circle heroes can they pick?
I
You
mean, the
mentioned the
alternative for the
Underlord.
off lane is something like an Underlord, but once again, it could also be a Venge 3, which I think is probably the most likely out of the options.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
it's something that Jesse plays, but in terms of what's the least silly, I think Venge 3 is probably the least silly out of the options that we have.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, we're not going to see any crazy picks in the first round, right? I'm expecting these teams to look for steady and a good start to the tournament for themselves. There's a tide.
There's a
Okay.
circle.
That is a circle. Yeah, a
I
very big one.
Do
Yeah.
not like this.
No. Yeah. Okay.
I'll explain why I don't think this is particularly favourable.
Okay.
What Cavan have done is they've put themselves in a position where they can fight pretty much any time.
Yes.
And Washington Rejected are already putting themselves on a bit of a timed team fight with the pick of the Warlock.
Yes.
And with the pick of the Tide on top of it. Obviously, their team fight is now superior. But if Cavan start picking things that roam quite early and that are quite active on the map, it's really hard to respond when you don't have those big ultimates.
Right, and Holy Diver likes to play those kind of heroes mid.
And there's
so,
the Seer
okay, that's the
Ursa.
Seer Ursa,
So
yeah, okay.
predictable,
Yeah.
my South African child. I see a ban on Sven and Lifestealer. I see a ban on Nature's Prophet. I pick Ursa.
That is, yeah. It's pure formula, but hey, it's a formula that works. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's good into the Tide. It's obviously will delete any of the other heroes. The Snap will have escape, I guess, but like it's not a lot.
Ursa has a shockingly low win rate across all Irish Dota iterations. It's only a 33% win rate in the last 3 tournaments with 52
in
games.
52 games. That's a lot. Wow. Okay.
That is surprisingly small.
What's that, Malou? Four
Four
tournaments.
tournaments.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the last 4 tournaments, it's got a 34%.
Once this game is ended, and I will update the stats.
Right. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So this tournament will be the 5th tournament that we have the stats from. That's pretty awesome work from Dan.
Really, really cool cast stream that we
Yeah.
have this time. The last ban out then is on the Huskar ban 7. So they don't want Holy Diver doing any of these shenanigans. To be fair, it was remember I was saying we want something that's actively fighting and roaming. It would have been pretty damn nice for that. Seems like they're not going to go for it in the end. But there are still a full suite of other Spirit heroes left. They do also
Yes.
take out the Ember Spirit, which I was saying from early on in the draft would be a smart idea.
You know, the Void Spirit was the first thing that jumped into my head.
Yeah.
When you said a nice roamy, fast action hero, I went, oh, Void Spirit, and yeah, it's still in the pool. So
Void or Storm, both still. Cool.
yes.
I think one of those two is most likely we're going to see.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to see Cavan ban here? Obviously, it's going to be a carry. We assume it's going
I
to
was
get banned.
just about to say the PL. You're
Okay.
playing Ursa. You haven't paused one pick yet. You don't have to play into Illusion carry. So
Yeah.
the PL is exactly what I would have banned. I think it makes a hell of a lot of sense here.
Yeah.
Last pick coming up in Cavan here. As we said, we're looking for a hyperactive mid laner. A Quap is also still in the pool. Could be something that they might want to run with. I actually would really like the Quap in this lineup. I think that's actually preferable to the Void Spirit in some ways.
Have you noticed that Washington Rejected have Void Spirit in their banner?
Ah, so they seem to really like it. Could be some divine inspiration going out here.
The great compliments approaches.
Indeed, my apologies. I had to take a little Smithwick sip there just to
No
start
problem.
my day off. Nice 11 a.m. Smithwick's, why not? Or
This
12
this
now.
stream is sponsored by Smithix.
I wish it was. We are, though, actually sponsored by GG Machines. Do check out their stuff online. They've been so supportive of us. Logos at the top. Do check them out.
Yeah.
And our last pick is the Kez mid. Holy Diver, hello. There's some anger in the room as this Kez mid pick comes out.
No stats.
There's no stats whatsoever on Kez
No
available.
tournament data.
Because
At
he
least you
hasn't
put
been
an error
picked.
message in. It blinks a little bit, but it's.
But a nice pick coming out here from Holy Diver. As I said, it's something that definitely is active, but I would have liked to see something that comes online a little bit earlier. And the response pick is a Morphling.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. I like it. Yeah. It does all the things.
I don't think I love it, to be honest. I think you're facing into too much lockdown to have a really, really nice Morphling game, but it is a false specialty hero. It's something
Yeah.
that he's very comfortable on. The question is, though, can it get to the point where it hits that critical mass, or is Seer going to be too large in this mid game? For the side of Washington Rejected, this is going to be almost like a game of cat and mouse.
Yes.
Where they're trying to keep themselves alive long enough. And it is actually going to be a one bench in the end.
If they can, it is a one bench. Okay. Awesome. If they can make it to the, sorry, it'll be 2 benches. Mid.
Two bench, yeah,
Two
mid
bench.
bench.
Mid bench.
Sorry,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm expecting. Oh, so he's going with the Soul Strike. Okay. So for a mid, I would go with the magic damage build myself, but sure, whatever. You know, I'm weird.
The Soul Strike gives them a
I'm
bit more
very
scaling,
low
I
ranked.
suppose.
Yes, yeah. You can get things like a basher and stuff like that that'll make you more powerful.
Indeed, looking at these two drafts, what are we thinking? This game 1.
I think if it goes past 40 minutes, I think Washington Rejected will win it. But I think Cavan are going to steamroll them. It all depends on execution. It's
Absolutely. Folks, let's get right into this game. Game 1 of LANdalk 2026. I'm Runantel alongside Krabs. So, gotta take you through this first game with big man Mr. Maloonigan's Maloo on the obs. Let's get into this. Cavan Champions versus the side of Washington Rejected. A reminder, this is a bit of a grudge match as well. The side of Washington Rejected consists of players rejected from Cavan Champions over the years.
Correct.
That is their origin story.
Every single one.
Every single one of them. We have a pause at the very start of the game. Boy, just giving himself a good luck pause just to piss all of us off, which is great. But we'll see how this goes in. They said good. Can we unpause that? We good? We good? We got the little Arteezy in the base for the side
Oh,
of Croker.
beautiful. Look at that.
God bless him. My favorite crypto gambling streamer.
Yeah. And we had a BSJ voice line there, my most hated Dota personality. Smurf
like
and
him.
Cunt.
He's American.
Smurf and Cunt.
Listen. Don't be bitter, be better. He's hardly smurfing in your games, like. Let's hear.
I don't care. If you're smurfing, you're a cunt. Those are the rules, okay?
Literally, I'd say 80% of the players this tournament have a smurf.
I know, yeah. I know Foss does.
Yeah, he does. Let's not get into that one.
That's a good Irish Dota
Rest in
story.
peace to a fallen soldier.
Oh, God. Pharrell. What was his name? Sam? something?
Sammy.
Sammy P, yes.
Rest in peace.
God bless.
Waiting on this pause now. I don't know what they're paused
Oh,
for.
he said go, so, like...
Closing Spotify. Fuck me, man. Well, we'll just wait for them to come out of this one, and then we will get started. Foss disconnects from the game, giving us a really exciting start to the tournament, folks. Really appreciate this from the side of Washington Rejected and Cabinet, but what is... They're all disconnecting? Oh, we're having packet loss in game?
Okay.
Let's try some reconnecting, see if it does anything. Andy,
I'm going to go do some tech support. Okay.
I shall stay here and keep people entertained as best I can. Let me open up the stream and see if we got any chatters going on. I want to hear from you guys at home or at this game. We're going to have just a little break here while we get that fixed. What is Cam currently on, Maloo? Am I still on? Cool. Sorry, we're just getting some little technical mishaps sorted out here. Gonna have a quick look at the chat, see if anyone's saying anything. We're getting some ban morphlings and Pog Hod coming out from Immortal X. So waiting to see if we can get this internet issue fixed. Might be a little while, folks, not gonna lie. And Onyx is not able to rejoin now, so things are looking a little challenging. We didn't have any issues like this last tournament where we held here, so I'm unsure why it's happening this time. But listen, these things do happen. We will chill in the meantime. Just waiting for this game to come back up. Maloo, can you transition over to the waiting screen, please? Maloo, can you transition to waiting screen, please? Maloo, can you transition to waiting screen for a second? Turn off my mic. I'm on break. Thank you. No, I didn't want to. Yeah, I don't want to be unmuted. Ladies and gentlemen, after a brief remake and a drastic de-aging of Krav Swaga.
Yeah, I got a bit of plastic surgery, guys.
Yeah, went
And
to
an
Turkey.
accent change, yeah.
Went to Turkey via Longford. It has an entirely changed deposition.
God's County.
Runnintel and PK going to be taking you through the start of this
Oh,
game at least.
Let's go, man. LANdalk 2, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Look
Yeah.
at Cavan Champs versus Washed and Rejected. A team with a lot of beef between them. A lot
Yeah,
of history
yeah.
there.
Yeah, scumbag Cavan picking Kez.
I
Yeah.
know. Picking Kez and also rejecting Jesse James from playing and rejecting No Leaves. That's why they're called Washed and Rejected.
Yes, yes.
They are Cavan's ops, so it's the leftovers versus the primo team here.
I've actually got a little bit of inside baseball for you as well. This team was supposed to have Key, but a very handsome man sat down at the table in negotiations with him at TI and managed to turn him. Got him recruited.
It seems like they are now not going
Tell them.
again.
Oh, I think it's because the ping is fucked again.
Yeah.
Tell them do not do local host.
Yeah.
Whatever you do not do local host.
Yeah.
No, that's what they're suggesting. So, any jokes for Intel?
Okay, so
Any appropriate jokes for Intel?
a man walks into a bar. What does he say? Ouch! It was an iron bar. You asked for a joke.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be funny.
Okay, Patter's mid-lane win rate.
Okay, okay. I didn't realize we were throwing slight egg.
I mean, you asked, yeah, you two dig at my comedy, so I'm just doing what I can back. Okay, seems like we're still having issues. We're not going local host, you stupid pricks. It's not happening. We're just gonna have to figure out what's going on here.
Oh, I can type whatever I want on this.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not gonna do that. Milu, do you want to keep away from us there? Just